New place alert, new place alert. Yes, I have finally moved. I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a while, but I was so stressed about this moving process. I moved from kind of like a suburb of Atlanta to now Buckhead. You know what? Judge your mama, not me. I love living here in Buckhead. I'm a little bougie. Even though they said that Buckhead is not bougie, I like where I live. We have covered parking. It's super secure. Multiple cameras. So don't bring that negativity over here. Stay over there. Unlike my notes in my iPhone, y'all, and many people like me, I like to do these types of videos when I'm in a really good place. If I'm doing a video on camera and I'm in a really kind of like slump, then it must mean that I feel that what I'm going through can potentially help somebody or save somebody or uplift someone or elevate them to another level. But yeah, so when I write my notes in my phone, I'm like mad at the world. But when I do these videos and I just wanted to put that out in the air, then I'm usually in a really positive place. And the title of this video is, I just want to check in with y'all. I want to check in with my followers because it's been a lot of weird behavior going on with a lot of people that I have heard stories from, and I want to check in with you. And there's no rhyme or reason to the structure of this video. This can be everything from friendships to family relationships to romantic relationships to even professional situations and encounters or even mental health issues. I just want to check in with folks and make sure that people understand that it's okay to feel how you're feeling, but it's not okay to project those feelings out on other people. One of the things that I learned last year, if you were following this channel on my peace journey, is to really begin to look inward. That's a true sign of growth. If you look inward, you take accountability, and in the words of my sister Iyanla, you do the work.
Be willing to do the work.
So I am super proud of myself that I've done a lot of work. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm proud of myself that I'm able to speak to you, that I am now able to speak to you at a different vibrational level in my life, at a different frequency. I am not the same yesterday as I was today, as they say in church, and it's because of a couple of things that I've done to help myself get there. So I'm going to be dropping about 5 ways that I did the work to really take care of myself, to do a lot of self-care, and to not take everything so personal, to not be so defensive, and also to not think irrationally. There are a lot of you and there are a lot of people out there that are thinking irrationally, that thinks that the world is against them or the world owes them something. And that's really vibrating on a very low frequency. So just think of this video and other videos. I know that there are different spiritual communities out there as raising your vibrational frequency. So we're raising our vibrational frequency. And we're going to start with number 5. You have to look inward. You cannot project everything that you're going through, whether it's discrimination, whether it's betrayal, whether it's just anything that you feel wronged by, onto other people. You have to look inward, and you have to say things like, how could I have protected myself? If you're not the victim of sexual assault or abuse or some type of violent crime, you have to look inward. Because there are different signals and nods that are out there in the universe, if you believe in God, that help us to get to the places that we are now, that help us get to the place of awareness. Some people call it discernment. And I know some people are going to want to fight and tussle with me when they say, well, Joya, what about property crimes? My car got broken into and I couldn't help that. Or I lost my job and I didn't understand why I was, wrongfully terminated. There are always signs in the world, in the universe, in your spirit, if you quiet your spirit enough, that will give you some type of foreshadowing or foretelling of what's to come. Maybe you should have parked in a different area and you should have followed your first mind, or you should have Ubered instead of actually taking your luxury car, or you should have left something out in the open on your back seat and made your car a target. It's always something. Pay attention to that. Number 4, feel all the feels. Allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to go through any emotional stages that will help you get to a place of stability. You don't have to rush yourself. If you're dealing with grief, if you're dealing with a broken heart, if you're dealing with a diagnosis that you just received, feel all of those feels. Don't repress those. Do what you need to do to get to a place of mental stability and emotional stability, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, whether it's talking to a friend that you trust, whether it's going to therapy. Don't suppress your feelings. That is the worst thing you can do, because they will come out in some other way, and you could possibly project those onto somebody that is an innocent bystander. So feel all the feels and allow yourself to go through the process. Number 3 is a little unique, but it's helpful for me, and I'm going to include it because I don't know who else needs to practice it or incorporate that into their self-care, is aromatherapy. I saw on a Twitter thread where somebody asked, what is a scent or a smell that you absolutely love? For me, it's eucalyptus, mint, lavender. I love frankincense and myrrh, whether it's sage, whatever smell that calms you down. We don't utilize the sense of smell as much as we should. And I feel like we should, especially post-COVID. I had COVID and I could not smell anything for 2 weeks. It was horrible. I couldn't smell, and you know that affects your sense of taste. So aromatherapy is so relaxing. In the shower, in the closet, check it out. I had to go light a candle after that last way to take care of yourself as we are checking in with one another. But number 2, I would definitely say get out of your head and understand, and this is also something that you hear a lot, but it's so true and it's so helpful. Understand that there's always someone or some situation that's worse off than you. So I know we can feel when we're going through things, even when it comes down to grief, that the world has stopped, or we may even be angry or upset with the world or with God or with others, or if we're the victims of crime, the person that was accused or convicted of that crime. Understand that things could always be worse. Someone out there is praying for your situation. And I can already hear in the comments, or if someone is sharing my video, people are saying, no one is praying that their mom dies, or no one is praying that their child dies. Why would somebody be praying for my situation if that's your situation? Well, some people never even had a mother, so they don't have the memories that you have with their mother. Some people can't have children, so they don't have the memories that you had with your child, even though your child was taken away, or your child transitioned. You have to understand, and I'm going to stay right there. There are people that are worse off than you. And when you think about that, you're able to really understand and navigate, and not quickly move, but move throughout the process of, thank you, God, for the experience that I had. I'm going to learn and I'm going to do better. Thank you for this lesson. And finally, number 1, which is kind of a practice, a longer practice within a practice, is asking yourself a series of questions. Do you like yourself? Would you date yourself? Would you be around yourself for more than a day or a couple of hours? If there are people that are sharing with you how you're coming across and they don't know each other, but a lot of people are saying the same thing, you may want to pay attention to that. If a lot of people are saying your communication is horrible, if a lot of people are saying, you know, why are you so mean? Or why are you so bitter? Or why are you sad all the time? Or why haven't you completed any of your goals that you've set for yourself? You have to start thinking about that. Am I the best version of myself that I can be? And I'm kind of stumbling because I'm almost asking myself that. Everybody is not out to get you. It is not everybody's fault. Sometimes on social media, I see like comments, and not all, because some of the comments can be brutal. There are a lot of Twitter trolls, but people who kind of like put their life on display, and it's almost like what one of my friends said. It's like a case study. You're watching them be mad today and sad tomorrow and this today, and it's just kind of very all over the place. You have people that are commenting like, maybe you should seek therapy, or maybe you should break up with that person, or maybe you should do that. Like, sometimes you have to pay attention if this is a pattern within your life. You have to understand that every day is a journey. Yesterday does not define who you are. You are not the worst thing that you've ever done. Life really does get better, and you can change that. So yeah, I'm here to help us and help myself get to a place of vibrating higher, of being a better person, a better spirit. You have to really plug into your spiritual self and your spiritual side, and understand that some things in life are just not fair. We can't get stuck there, whatever it may be. We can't get stuck there. If we're still here, our life has purpose, our life has meaning, our life has value. So I hope this video helped you and you received it with an open heart and an open mind. As always, like, share, subscribe to the Joya channel. Until next time, bye.